Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Music and Beyond. I'm Ernie Crazy Eyes from Recall Productions, and today we have Tarantula Mountain from Austin, Texas. How's it going?
Hey, thanks for having us.
What's up?
What's up? And I'm glad you guys are here because I feel like we've been talking for like 6 months about doing this, and I'm just so happy to have you guys on here.
Yeah, we're excited. It's nice to hear a voice from the valley.
Yeah, that was wild. I was not expecting that when you reached out.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was kind of like, how did Tarantula Mountain come together as a band?
So, we had a project called Tombstone Union, and in 2015 we started kind of doing like a side project, which was just JB and myself. He was writing these instrumental loop parts on guitar, and I thought it would be fun if we had a project that was just us two. So it kind of started from there, where I kind of snagged some of his songs, and he gave me some bass parts to play, and we were just like an instrumental duo for a little while. And in 2020, we formed into we had done at some point we were a 4-piece, and then in 2020 we reformed into a 3-piece with myself on vocals and bass, JB on guitar and backup vocals, and then Mark Coronado on drums.
And that's funny that you say that because I freaking love Mark.
You're familiar with the Crown?
Yeah, I'm familiar with the Crown. And when I was watching the music videos this week, I was just like, holy crap, it's freaking Mark. That guy's a legend, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah, we met because we all work at the Austin School of Music. I'm the director of operations. JB is a guitar teacher and other stringed instruments, and Mark's one of our drum instructors. So over 2020, there not being a lot of students in person at the school, we found a lot of extra time to rehearse and write at the school. It's a downtime. So
yeah, that's amazing, and honestly, like, what I heard was incredible because it was just so different to what I'm used to listening to, like, somebody screaming in my ear, or, somebody rapping about bullshit or something, I don't know. And what inspired the Tarantula Mountain name? Like, how did you guys come up with that?
That's a good question. I don't remember. So I have a list of band names that I always add to. I'm always adding different names, and that was one of them that was on there. There were other mountain type band names that I had, but Tarantula Mountain was one that stood out. And I've always had a love for spiders. I'm an artist as well, so I'm always drawing spiders. I think they're fascinating looking. And so that was just one of the cool names that stood out there. So when we were going back and forth, that was just one of the names that we all agreed on. That was one of the cooler names that I had written down.
I like it, honestly. Like, I feel like it's different, and it kind of gives me a Valley vibe too, honestly.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
It's kind of funny because I'm actually terrified of spiders, and when we filmed the last video for the song Voyage, one of the cast members brought in an actual tarantula, and
wow.
I would hold it. So if watch that video, I'm kind of terrified, but I'm pretending I'm not because the guys were not about to hold it. Mark actually said if he had to hold it, he was gonna run out of the room. So
Really?
Yeah, like I'm out if I have to pick it up.
It was a gentle tarantula.
It was a good one, yeah. She was real sweet.
Yeah.
Her name was Sugar.
Oh wow, Sugar! What the hell? And how would you describe your music to someone who hasn't heard it before?
I think the way I present it to people is kind of a throwback to the late 90s, early 2000s alternative rock. Like if you're listening to 120 Minutes on MTV late at night, female-fronted rock, I guess.
Alternative rock. Yeah.
Honestly, that's what it gave me. I was, yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
alternative rock.
I love that, honestly. Yeah, I can totally hear it now.
But we're big fans of Soundgarden, Alice in Chains,
Smashing Pumpkins,
Pearl Jam,
Garbage, A Perfect Circle.
Yeah,
No doubt.
Yeah,
yes,
love No Doubt.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't know how the song goes. That is the one that everybody knows.
Don't Speak.
Yeah, Don't Speak. There you go. I need to listen to that song. I'll be right back. No, I'm just kidding. And on your latest video, Orthodox, can you tell me the story behind the music video and the song?
So lyrically, if I'm being honest, it has to do with some religions that have almost like a cult vibe to them. But the lyrics are a little, they can be a little bit vague because there's a lot of other things that can go on, especially societally, that have that vibe where people just follow blindingly on whatever a certain message is.
Joel Osteen. Well, sorry.
That's what the majority of the lyrics are about.
I feel like the lyrics have enough ambiguity where you could apply it to like mainstream media.
Oh, definitely.
Yes, yeah.
Which is what inspired the video.
Yeah, the video itself, we took, the theme of They Live.
From John Carpenter. Do you remember that movie?
No. And I'm shaking my head, yes, but no.
Oh, dude, you got to watch it. It's, I'm sure you've seen memes of it, but it's the one where the guy, and it was actually Roddy Piper was the actor. He puts on.
Snap.
Yeah, dude, it's definitely a cult classic. Like, you should definitely check it out.
I'll watch it for Roddy Piper.
Absolutely. Yeah, Roddy Piper puts on sunglasses that he finds, and when he puts them on, he can see who is an alien and who is not.
Oh, wow.
So, but he can also see messages. So, like magazines and newspapers, billboards, like it'll have what's written on there, but when he puts the sunglasses on, it'll say like consume or obey, just different types of like propaganda that no one else can see unless you have those sunglasses.
Yeah, kind of like being the crazy person in that time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's wow. Why haven't I seen this movie?
Yeah, definitely, it's worth watching. We still watch it like once in a while.
Yeah.
It's got like a 10-minute fight scene that's kind of ridiculous.
So we had to recreate the fight scene for the video.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. And what's it called again?
They Live.
They Live.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
and mention it at the end of the video, like in the credits.
Okay, I'm just writing it down on my notes right now because I want to watch that.
A definite must watch.
Yeah, dude, you should definitely. It's a fun movie.
And once you watch it, you'll see a lot of like the references we put for the video, like the newscasters in the video, who are Austin personalities. The blonde is actually the lead singer of an Austin-based band called the Immortals, and she's a horror show host for Horror Web, and they do little horror shorts and stuff. And then the car salesman in the video is Dave TV, who does a lot of interviews with bands and stuff in town, and we just thought it would be fun to include him.
That's amazing. I was keep the scene alive.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And as a band from Austin, how How has the local music scene influenced your sound?
Um,
I don't know really that we sound a lot like other bands. So I think just being a part of the music scene, we've been trying to really take steps to set our sound apart from that and just try to be as different and original as possible while still staying true to like our roots of alternative rock.
I will say that one thing that does influence us, or at least me, from Austin is how many really good musicians there are here.
Yeah,
There's
definitely.
incredible musicians, incredible artists, incredible bands. So the influence, I would say, is that it forces us to keep our chops up and to write the best songs we possibly can. So we spend extra time. We'll spend months on a song, polishing it, chiseling it away the best we can. And I think it's like a positive competitiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like if you surround yourself with others that are so gifted and skilled, you want to level up.
Yeah, I could totally feel that because we have a little bit of that in the valley too. I don't know if it's a positive or if it's a negative, but like I feel like I know who's winning, but I'm not even gonna like say anything. But you know, I love all the music here in the RGV, and you know, I love a lot of music from Austin. Like shout out to Soft Train.
Yeah, we love AC. He was so fun. That time we played with the Exiles when he was still in that band.
Yeah, yeah. That guy was actually the reason why. Well, actually, one of the reasons why I became so serious and started doing my podcast and like taking it. I don't know. There's a lot of people that inspired me to do this, but he is one of my biggest influences. And you know, if it wasn't for him and Southern Train or South Train, like I wouldn't be where I'm at, and we wouldn't be on the phone right now.
I'll have to thank him.
Yeah. And what is your favorite song to perform live?
Ooh, man, I don't know. Right now, Kintsugi is a lot of fun because I think it's a little bit challenging. And it's really pretty, and I think it's kind of different. That one or Screamin' in Blue.
Ooh.
I think for me, one of my favorite ones is Never There Too. Because of it's a very simple song. The song is pretty much two chords, but the complexity of what I'm playing and the dynamics, I always have such a blast playing that song.
Man, I want to see you guys live one day.
I hope we can play in the Valley sometime. That would be a lot of fun. Go back to our roots.
Oh, that would be amazing. Hopefully not within the next few months because I'm not going to be here. I'm going to South Carolina next week. But I really want to see you guys perform. Like every time that I listen to your music, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I kind of start imagining things. Like I watch music. I pretty much close my eyes and like I watch like a music video in my head, and it's always different. Honestly, that's what I do with a lot of music that I listen to. I just kind of make up my own music video.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be weird or I don't know. But,
No, we definitely write music that is maybe like theatrical, you know?
Yeah.
Where it does have like its ups and downs and again like the dynamics, you know. So I do the same thing too, visualizing different themes and a lot of times in the song, especially once we have lyrics in it, we'll dive into that whatever that theme is.
Yeah, and like with your music often deals with like themes of love, loss and redemption. Like, how do you guys draw from personal experiences when writing your songs?
Well, okay, so you mentioned Orthodox Red, and I, I told you like the theme was kind of like almost like religious, and part of that when we were working on it in the studio, I wanted to have like a choir, like a chant going on. That's what you hear like towards the end of it.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
Yeah, so it's that kind of stuff,
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are really, really like, wow, you guys are blowing my mind right now.
Yeah, we really like to get in there. I think it's because me and Jazz are both pretty creative people. We're both artists, we like to paint and draw, and so we take quite a bit of time just throwing ideas out there. And creativity like that can be very contagious.
Yeah, definitely.
Like we're working on the next video, and we've been throwing ideas around for the last 2 months. And honestly, like we had to like, okay, we gotta chill because now we have too many ideas, and we only got a 4-minute video. But we do that quite a bit. We're passionate about the music, so we take quite a bit of time to really focus on each song.
Like that first album, we worked on those songs from about 2016 or so till we got to record it, which was in 2021. We're in 2022, but there was 5 to 6 years of effort into fine tuning and perfecting those songs, and the videos are really important to us, and I feel like that's actually a pretty important aspect to our project, because if we don't get your attention with the audio, the visual will draw you in. So even the video we're writing now, we're going to be recording it in June, but we've been working on it since maybe early July because we got the go ahead to film Voyage, which was our most recent video. And at that time, we were developing ideas for Kintsugi, which is the next one. So after that, I think we might do a video for Screamin' in Blue and then go into the studio to record, the second album.
Oh, that's how you say that, Kintsugi.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? Is that a Chinese plate? Nah.
Well, funny you mentioned plate. Do you know what Kintsugi means?
No, I don't.
It's really cool. It's a really cool message. The idea behind it, and it usually happens with.
It's a Japanese word.
Yeah, it usually it has to do with when something breaks. Instead of just tossing it away, you put it back together with gold to make it even more valuable.
Oh wow!
So that's something that's really powerful. I when I first heard that, I'm like, man, I love that. And a lot of times it has to do with like not silverware, but like plates. Like if a plate falls and breaks, you use gold to piece it back together, and now you have a golden plate that has even more value. And you could apply that to like even like yourself. You have so many different things, and I love that concept. And then from that we've been working with that on like ideas for the video. So it's been a lot of fun.
Man, I'm not really much of a music video watcher, but I'm gonna have to check that out because wow.
Yeah, check out Voyage. We've got that tarantula that makes an appearance, and we've got a local actor. He I don't think he'd be offended if I said that, but he's kind of like a freak show situation where he like staples stuff to himself and like tries words and stuff. So he makes a feature in our video for Voyage, and he's actually the guy that brought the tarantula in. And when you see it, it's like, okay, that checks out. He's a really cool friend of ours. His name is Zach. His sideshow name is Gay Satan, so you can look him up.
Yeah, that's wow. That was a lot too.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a lot of thought put into our stuff.
yeah. I love that you guys are just keeping Austin weird right now, honestly.
We're
Hell, yeah.
trying.
And who are some of your biggest musical influences?
Personally, right now, I'm a big Nine Inch Nails fan, so I take a lot of inspiration from Trent's lyrical content, and I grew up loving No Doubt and Shirley Manson from Garbage, and throw in a little Miley Cyrus for good measure.
Yeah. We need the metal version or the alternative or the 90s alternative version of I Can Buy Myself Flowers or whatever.
Killer bass line. We both love Circle, so
Yeah.
a lot of inspiration from them.
Yeah, Perfect Circle, Tool. There's so many amazing guitarists out there, so it's tough for me to pick one. I love everything from even classical music, classical guitars, Segovia, especially like Spanish classical guitar, but also like even the heavy metal stuff. Randy Rhoads, of course.
Yeah.
It's man, I don't know. Jimmy Page is definitely a huge influence just with how diverse he was, all the different songs he wrote. I
have a question, and it's not like it's not on my list, but every time I think of Austin, I think of this. But do you guys ever maybe go to the Stevie Ray Vaughan statue and just like finding some inspiration lyrically or musically, like while sitting around or just walking around there?
We haven't done that yet. We might have to.
Yeah.
Because honestly, when I went to Austin for like the first time as an adult, Arnold was the one that took me. He took me to the Stevie Ray Vaughan statue, and I don't know, I just felt very musically satisfied.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
It's been like 6 years, I think, since we've been out there.
We haven't. This is home for us now, so maybe we're taking for granted like some of like the sites. I think that's a great idea. We're probably gonna have to do that at some point.
Yeah, go back to being for a minute.
Yeah,
just really find a new appreciation for the city.
Yeah, that's great.
Right now, we're definitely always going to be in love with the food. The food up here is excellent. And then, of course, checking out bands playing. But, yeah, I think that's a great idea, the Stevie Ray statue.
Controversial topic, In-N-Out or Whataburger?
Whataburger, hands down.
I don't think I've ever tried In-N-Out.
I love In-N-Out burgers. Stay away from the fries. Stay away from the fries, though. They suck.
Oh, dude, that's a deal breaker.
Yeah, I know. But I usually just get 2 doubles, and I'm happy.
Animal style?
Animal style, yeah.
I'm a number 5, classic number 5 from Whataburger.
Oh, okay.
Or a Bob, so.
Oh, yeah, I tried the Bob not recently, and I'm like, holy crap, where have you been? And let's see. And before we end the conversation, I like to ask this question because it's always a fun one because you never know what you're gonna get. But if you were ever stuck in an elevator with any musician, dead or alive, who would it be and what would you talk about?
I would love to be in an elevator with Trent Reznor. I think I would just be floored. I would have to just give a lot of thanks for music that actually saved me, I can't think of a bad album I've heard from Nine Inch Nails.
Man, I don't know. I don't. I would probably have to. The first thing that came to mind, honestly, was Peter Steele.
Ah.
Oh, nice.
just because Typo is one of my top 10 favorite bands. They always will be. And I've seen plenty of videos of Peter. I think he would be a riot. I don't know if we would get along. Maybe, who knows? But I think that would be super cool to even have a chance to have a conversation with him. That'd be incredible.
Can I throw a fun fact in there about Peter Steele?
Of course.
So, the videos that we have made are actually done with a local production company called Penny Rock Productions. The director and their lead producer are actually from Brownsville as well, and they're putting together a documentary about a legendary Austin venue. And JB is actually interviewed talking about his experience seeing Peter Steele at that venue. So when you watch the trailer, he's actually doing a little bit from that show, which I'll send you the trailer a little later so you can check it out.
Yeah. It's not out yet?
It's not out yet. They're going to release it for South by Southwest next year.
Oh, man, I would love to see that.
It's a documentary of the back room.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you ever, it's not more, but, it was one of those historical venues that had Pantera.
Oh, shit.
Dangerous Toys.
Dangerous Toys. And actually, funny enough, this was, I don't know, maybe like 10, 15 years ago, my bass player at that time worked there, and we actually were fortunate enough to rehearse on that stage. Every Monday we would rehearse there. So, just an incredible venue. A lot like the White Rabbit from San Antonio. I don't know if you've been there.
I've never been there.
It's kind of like that, like just one of those historic venues that everyone's played at.
And it's emos, the new emos.
Yeah.
I went to emos or whatever it's called back in 2014 for a concert, and then I go to Come Take It Live here and there.
Oh, Come and Take It, man. That's a great venue.
Yeah. But those are the only two venues that I've been to there in Austin.
Nice. Yeah. Those are great venues.
Plus Bat Fest. Bat Fest was amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, and, what's up?
No, I was just thinking because I mentioned the White Rabbit. The last time we were there, we saw Gojira.
Devin Townsend.
Ooh.
Dude, killer show.
Dude, I've never seen Gojira actually, and did they kill it or?
It's so fun.
Man, like it. It sounded. I don't like saying it sounded like the album because honestly, I felt like it sounded better.
Yeah.
Like cranked, and they're, it's live, so you get the energy from both the band and the crowd. But they are definitely one of my favorite bands as well.
Man, Gojira. I'm gonna have to add them to my playlist so I can listen to them while I'm in South Carolina.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And I love Hell Yeah too. And finally, what can we expect from you guys in the future? Any upcoming shows or projects you're excited about? I know you guys have talked about the album and like a new album and the music video, but is there anything else?
So we're playing a show next week. We're really not going to be playing out a whole lot this year, because as we're kind of at a halfway point for our second album right now. We're going to actually finish up a project that we'd been working on before 2015, and this is for the final album for our old band Tombstone Union. So we're going to be going into the studio to record a double disc album, which will be 18 songs altogether.
Ooh.
And
yeah, it's something we've put off for a very long time. So we're still going to be gigging, but not as much. Last year we were playing just about every weekend.
And if we weren't playing, we were filming a video or doing an interview.
This year we decided to take a little bit of time off from gigging and focus on finishing projects that have been, they've just been there for too long that need to get finalized. So, and of course, I'm super excited about the new material we're writing.
It's really, really fun.
Yeah.
But JB's also in a few other projects. He's got a metal project called the Cactus Brigade, and they're just finishing up their first album. He's got another project called Dead But Cannot Die, and they're just finishing their second album and about to record their third.
Yeah.
We're going to be recording the final Tombstone Union album, and then probably recording the first half of the Tarantula second album and making a couple more videos. I think it would be fun to release like a DVD just so you get like the visual aspect of the album as well, you know.
Oh hell yeah, that would be great.
We're keeping busy.
So yeah, we keep busy.
And in the
I was gonna say, wow, you guys have like a whole freaking 2 years in your hand.
Oh yes, yep.
And because we took so much time to make sure the first album was good, we want to put as much time as we can into making sure the second album is just as tasty and fancy, you know. And then around all of that, you know, we run a music school, we teach at a music school, so we host summer camps that are rock camp based. So we're kind of trying to pass it on to the next generation, you know.
Hell yeah, I'm excited to be a part of this journey now, because once I interview you, you're stuck with me. Oh man. And where can we find you guys on social media wise?
Tarantula Mountain on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We're Tarantula Mountain ATX, and we're on Rumble and Lemonade. Any social media platform you can find, we've probably got a page out on there. And Spotify. We're on all the streaming platforms as Tarantula Mountain.
Okay. And you said TikTok, right?
Yeah, we've got a TikTok.
Okay, cool, because I need to follow you guys if I still haven't.
I wasn't going to do it, but it's actually quite a bit of fun. And I think we're reaching a different market than we would normally. So we've actually had a few videos get pretty successful on that platform.
Yeah. And just a word of advice, if TikTok gets banned, join Clapper. It's exactly like TikTok, maybe a little bit more cheap. But
we got a Clapper as well.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, as soon as I hear of one coming out, I'm like, okay, I gotta go.
Yeah, yep.
Up page.
But I want to thank you guys so much for you know, like for reaching out to me, for doing this podcast with me. I was getting nervous when, like, I don't really know the person, but I love that you gave me so much information even before we, like, you know, started the interview. So, you know, like, and I know y'all's good people because you got Arnold and you got Mark to talk about, like, so I'm just excited to see what you guys have coming up. Like, I don't know, it makes me excited so much.
Well, cool. And I'll send you the trailers so you can check out the documentary. When they started filming the trailers and different clips and stuff, they needed a band to do these, I can't think of what it's called, like a throwback scene.
Yeah. Like,
okay.
Yeah, so we're the band that's in that trailer that's been viewed almost 10,000 times.
Holy smokes, that's great.
I don't know if we're credited in that, but it's just cool to know that, like, my very first mosh pit is in that video.
Oh, wow. That is good stuff. I can't wait to see that. And I can't wait for that movie to come out next year on South by Southwest 2024.
Yeah, maybe we'll be playing a show.
Yeah, definitely, and I'll try my best to be there.
Awesome.
But thank you guys so much. Check out Tarantula Mountain. They're everywhere. And remember that without music, life would be a mistake.